Yo guys, what's up? It's Teacher's Game 2 coming at you again with another video, and I am here to show you today. A lot of people ask me, I'm a little confused. I'm a newer player. How do I spec my points? So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do on official servers. You don't have to do this. This is like a bunch of tribe members in the past, and I have discussed this. What is the best? So this is my rock drake. Whoops, not what I wanted. This is me. Level 1 right now. I have 104 points, which is max level without doing like the bosses that you need to go do. So let's find out what we need to do. Now, I think the easiest way is, what do you like? You need to think about that. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee right now as well. You need to think about what kind of player are you? Now, if you're looking for a PvP build, they're all pretty universally the same. You want to jack up your movement speed to about, give or take, 140, 135 minimum. You want your health probably about at least 250, and then the rest is kind of up to you. If you really like grinding, or if you're on a PvE server, you want to have your weight really high, even if you're on a PvP. Now I'll show you, if I'm on a PvP server, like let's say I'm on small tribes, here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to go 250 on my health, because that's enough where you can take a couple of hits and still get away from something. And it's also not an excessive amount where it's just like, what's the point anymore? Stamina, I usually go to about 150, just because I know it sounds ridiculous, but there's a huge noticeable jump when it goes from 100 to 150. Like, you can run a lot longer. Oxygen does not matter. Fact. Food does not matter, because if you think, no, I love leveling on my food, that's fine. However, food and water, if you think about it this way, no matter what, you have to fill them up. No matter what. Even if you drink a canteen, you have to fill it up multiple times. Just not worth it. Now, weight, usually what I'll do, this is just to put it in comparison, I'll usually go about 400. Now, the reason you want to do that is because when you're in PvP, there's nothing worse than if you pick up somebody's kit, if you pick up anything in general. You don't want to just be encumbered and stuck in place. So you want to be able to, obviously you're not going to be able to pick up everything, but you'll be able to pick up some stuff and get away with it. What's just the important part. Now, this is the really important one, movement speed. Melee damage does not matter. At least for me, I choose not to do it. I know some people have it really high and they get, like, going to the clubs. Not my style. I will jack up my movement speed to about, give or take, 140. Now, 140.5 is pretty reasonable. It makes a huge noticeable difference with how fast you run. I'll show you what I mean by that. So for those of you that have never seen it, it's like you move a substantially large amount faster. Your arms move faster. Everything works a lot quicker. Walking like this is like running with 0 movement speed. Now, what you're going to notice is, oh, rock drake, not me. Rock drake, not me. 27 points left. This is where it becomes individualized. For me, I don't need more movement speed. That's my personal opinion. It's nice to have if you're somebody that likes PvP a lot. Movement speed is where it's at. But if you don't care that much about movement speed, it doesn't matter. I like to give myself a little bit extra weight, so I'll usually go to about 500, just because I like to grind a lot on official servers. I do a lot of moving stuff around, so that extra weight is really nice to have. Stamina, I usually jack it up for an extra 50 to that 200, because that means you never need to worry about it. Now, it's up to you what you do here. You could go an extra couple of points in health, make yourself 300 there, and then sometimes it's also nice to go ahead and take that movement speed and crank it up just a touch. But I honestly, a couple of points into Fortitude makes a huge difference. Now, the reason that is when you get knocked out, which is inevitably going to happen in player versus player. Fortitude, or increased fortitude, means that you are actually going to wake up faster, and it is going to be harder to knock you out. So those extra couple of points make a big difference if you are equal with somebody else and you're both hitting each other, you're both using clubs, you're both using something. I actually used to have my fortitude around 30, and you could actually hit me with a trank dart from a long neck, and it did nothing. Like, obviously my torpidity would go up just a little bit, but not enough to knock me out. So this can be huge as well. Just those extra few points are a big difference. Now, just so you know, this is how I usually spec myself. There are tons of other ways to do it. It's not required to do it this way, but I just wanted, because some people are like, yo, how do you do it, or what should I aim for, stuff like that. So hopefully this little mini tutorial, if you want to call it that, I know it's a quick video, helps you out. If there's anything else you're curious about, go ahead and post it and I'll try and make a video on it. All right, Teacher's Game 2, out.